going by. 62 out. Oh, storm is back. Look at this. It's like golden light. It's like days of thunder lighting right there.
I wish they'd make a new Days of Thunder.
Do you though?
Yes.
I mean, it's kind of good. I didn't think it was under an hour in length.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, well, ever since they remade the new Top Gun, I've just been like, man, make a Days
Well, that
of
was a
Thunder.
sequel. That wasn't a remake.
Well, not remake, a sequel. They made a sequel.
And it was really good.
It was very good. I'm like, okay, we need a sequel to Days of Thunder.
Yeah, we need Rowdy Burns' son.
Yep.
That actor's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
I know he fled to Canada at one point, but
Mm-hmm.
drug possession or something. I don't remember.
He's still acting. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy. Wasn't he?
I believe you're correct.
Who was the blue guy?
The blue guy, yeah.
Wow, the blue guy. Oh shit, the garbage.
Your garbage.
Thanks, Keanu. Can you imagine Keanu Reeves telling somebody they're garbage? Unironically. You look for sure. That's a lot of kittens. They keep coming.
Yeah, there's like 12 of them.
That's a lot of kittens.
I hate that second lesbo.
Hey now, come on, man. They're just they're just regular people. You know, they're just doing their own thing. Just because you see two lesbos next to each other doesn't mean they're like, you know, trying to do bad by you.
I mean, they're twins.
Oof. Alright, now we've crossed the line.
Hey, baby, what part of Lesmos are you from?
Well, they're really not actually twins. One of them's more crooked than the other.
Oh.
I looked up the definition of lesbo, and I'm a lesbo. I mean, I like dressing in men's clothes. I like women.
I thought they banned guys like you.
They celebrate guys like me. And I get to hit from the front tees playing golf, too. Isn't that cool?
I once got in touch with my feminine side. I found out she was
What'd
a
she
lesbian.
feel like?
I found out she was a lesbian.
I was half a second faster. The fuck happened?
Come on, Eric. I'll wait for you.
What?
I was thrown out of the track. Well, I'm at the multiplayer screen.
Sure. I'll go.
slippery getting on pit road.
Hi.
I'm gonna learn all your secret lines now, Eric.
Am I faster?
Well, you were in practice for sure.
Yes.
Eric, are you running a lot of wing?
Not much at all. Like 3, I think.
I think I'm at 4 out of 9.
It's too much. Just take it off.
What's the next round after this?
A thing.
For these cars, Road America.
It's in August. August 24th here.
Road
26th.
America on August 24th is what I see.
Right. Got a bit little break.
You'll have some historics in there.
I would like running the historics if George didn't ruin my Porsche.
What do you do?
He took out some of some drag in it, but it made the rear end too light, so even when you run full wing, it's just hard to keep the rear end not snapping around on you.
Well, don't be so fast.
I can't go slow.
Well. All right, guys, 10 minutes to the driver's brief.
There's
Or
always
boxers,
an answer.
whichever one. Whichever you prefer. Mosport.
Oh, see ya.
Bye. See you later, dude. Let's close them up. Why the hell not? Nothing could possibly go wrong. Possibly go wrong. That's the first thing that's ever gone wrong.
Man, I miss playing that game with Bugsby.
You went that route.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh my god.
That had some good jingles.
It did. And there was something thrilling about like actually making it through a level without instantly dying. It did not happen often.
My mom was really good at that spot 7-Up game.
It was another classic. I love the music for the bonus round. That was stomping.
Yeah, unashamed to admit that I went to the Sonic first night showing. They got me with the nostalgia.
Not everyone's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes.
Oh no, that was a good movie. far better than I thought it'd be. What? The track's dry?
Like a rock.
Pretty close.
Goodbye, wing. Don't need you anymore.
Want me to take that off for you? I seem to be smoking.
Oh no, Jerry, come back.
I gotta do a reboot.
That's another good show. Does not want to stop.
Add wing.
Delight. I'm sorry, Jerry. I tried to steer the other way, it didn't work. It's not.
I'll be so glad we don't do this shit anymore. Waiting for that big bad monster.
That way, John. He cheated! I cannot believe that.
What?
John cheated.
How?
At the chicane. Slap in the next will not count.
The boxes are still bouncing. Wow.
It's like a bloody switch.
Damn
Cloud came
Italians.
out of nowhere.
Speaking of coming out of nowhere. Here comes the rain.
Oh, did it come back?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of drops.
Oh, it literally says 1% rain.
I found it.
So you got all of it.
Not handle it.
Well done, Brian. Well done.
5 minutes to driver's brief.
I'm the kamikaze. I was in nowhere's land on that one.
could have sworn I on this
Oh
track.
my.
Couldn't understand why I was so off pace. I had rain tires already on.
He lied.
That answers that.
Go ahead and pull it in. It is time for the driver's brief.
Do 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 do.
Leave me a brief stick, so. All right, everybody, come on in. Come on in. Eduardo, Brendan, Eugene. Okay, thank you all for coming for the 60 minutes of Circuit de Monza, whatever they say. I'll be your host tonight. Matthew's off shooting guns in the UK, and he'll be back sometime, I don't know, in August, I think. But yep, here we are running the WC 2023 mod with a couple updates. We're working on some more, getting that ready for the end of the year. And you'll see more along the way, kind of like Jingle all the way, but, you know, with cars. Make sure you're on Discord for voice. You don't have to be able to say anything. You can be muted. Just make sure that you can hear all the things that are going on. Please, radio silence during qualifying a race. Keep any messages to very brief statements, you know, accident, whatever, going left, having in here. You know the drill. Yeah, just going through some of these here. We're going to start qualifying in about 5 minutes. GTs will go first, 10 minutes for the GTs. Hypercars will line up with 30 seconds before 10 minutes left. And then you may proceed. Watch GTs coming past the line. Remember, the line is way back towards the final corner parabolica, so they might still be on a hot lap as they're coming through. We'll talk about the pit road exit here in just a second, but stay aware of them. As you go into turn 1, be aware that if you end up shortcutting it pretty substantially, it does want you to slow down because it will kill that lap and the next one, as I found out. Just some advice as you're going out for your out lap. Race length, obviously 60 minutes. Fuel, tires, mechanical wear, all on one except for fuel. Fuel is 2x. Obviously there's some rain in the area, so dress accordingly. Starting procedure, we're going to be in a standing grid, and then we'll roll off one at a time. Take your time. Don't go until the car in front of you starts moving. Be careful not to roll backwards. I think it's pretty flat on the front straight, but we did have some issues in a few other races, so just keeping that in mind. We'll do a full formation lap, and then it'll be single file. Please minimize weaving and brake checking. You can drag your brakes, but use caution, yada yada yada, all that fun stuff. Follow the leader, and make sure you keep at least one car length behind. Make sure you don't open up the gap too much. Keep the distance consistent. We don't want to have any according and give and take. Yep, and then once you cross the start-finish line, you can punch it, Chewy. Orange zone is through the second Lesmos. That is the second of the two right-handers that are sort of slowish, kind of down the track a bit there. So obviously you can keep passing, doing all the things, but penalties are more severe. And turn 1 is a doozy. It's a little slick, so make sure that you're braking early. Watch out for the guy in front of you. Be careful. Use your senses, taste, smell, all that fun stuff. Track limits are self-policing, one wheel on the racing surface. Track cuts are going to be called out by R Factor 2 pretty consistently, so pretty good there. As far as pit road entry, parabolica is a little bit tricky. Just make sure that if you are going in, that you signal that pretty obviously. You're pulling across. The track's not usually too bad, but hypercars probably will be in a spot where they're able to cut into the right. So just be sure that if you see a GT there, just make sure, and GTs give hypercars room too. But if you're going to go into the pits, all cars, just, try and stick over to the right instead of pushing out and then cutting back across. It's a tricky area getting on. Pit road speed limit, I think, is 60. Is that right? I want to say it's
KPH 60. Right now, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a bit slow. Take her easy there. It's a pretty big pit road. We'll do a pit box check here after qualifying, so we should be okay. Right now we're sitting at 29, so there may be a couple sharers, but it shouldn't be too bad. As far as pit road exit, the rule is very straightforward. When you are on track racing, you may cut across the pit road line as long as there are no other cars coming out of pit road. As long as there are not cars there, you may cross the line. However, if you are coming out of pit road, you may not cross the line. Treat it as a wall. You must take it all the way down until it ends. You can obviously go to the left a little bit just before that T1 chicane, but you may not cross that line at any point, obviously unless you're avoiding like some incident or something, but obviously, take it easy. There shouldn't be an accident there. You never know. Anyway, so yes, if you're racing on track, you can go across the line as long as there are no cars there. Obviously, if you manage to hit somebody who's exiting and they're obeying the rules and not crossing the line, George is going to frown at you really hard. So keep in mind all of that. Make sure you got auto headlights or have them mapped. Because it's cloudy, rainy, and there's a good chance that it may do the thing. Blue flags, passing driver has the responsibility to make a clean pass. Blue flag driver does not have to get out of the way, but must not compete. Golden rule racing, if you cause an incident, give the position back, redress, and you should be good. And if you have any issues, file an IR. Don't hit escape unless you want to end your race. Control delete instead, or pull your cable. Come back in. Might be a lap down, but you can still keep going. DQs, I can clear up after qualifying, but not during or during the race. Any questions?
Good time, Ross. Nice time.
Got it in. All right, GTs, off you go as soon as it does the thing.
Do the thing, do the thing.
Thinking about it. Switch for anybody else?
Nope.
Nope.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Nada.
While we're waiting, Ross, what is it you don't want to have? There was something incomprehensible.
That I don't want to have?
Yeah.
Crashing.
No
Herpes.
crashing.
Peanut butter and pills.
The only thing that you really shouldn't be doing is crossing the pit exit line if you are leaving the pit. Don't do that. And don't hit cars that are exiting the pit road, as long as, assuming that they're staying to the left. Otherwise, just be careful. Checked the stupid thing again. 1 minute left, GTs. 30 seconds. Hypercars may line up. Hypercars, you may line up. GTs, your session is over. Hypercars, watch any GTs that have taken their final lap and are out there driving.
nice and spicy at the end there.
There's a dirty joke in there somewhere.
Hoisey. Well, well done, Daniel. I think everyone's done. Taking it there. Vinicius for the Hypercar AM. Becky Ely on top for the GT3s. And Stuart Barge for the GT3 AMs. We're now going to do a pit box check. Go ahead and go out, call your pit box as you're pulling out your pits. It should be right there. So you don't have to drive all the way around. But we'll see about that. Seem to be stuck on a wall.
Yeah, ideally, the garage, everybody is separated with one empty garage stall next to them, so they should have one pit box to themselves.
Okay, Daniel, you and me. Paul.
Looks like me and Eduardo.
Okay. Hey, Stephen, I think you and I are sharing.
Looks like me and Vinicius.
Yep.
James, looks like you and me. This is Stuart.
Oh, good.
I'm waving at you. Can you see?
Yeah. How come you're only using one finger?
I thought that was the international peace sign.
Oh,
It says you're number one.
John Mayer, I am now in the box. Are you also in this box?
You betcha. No
That
problem,
is going
Eric.
to be exciting. Are you planning a full stint at first?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
I got no choice.
yeah, no, me either. All right, well, it's going to be exciting. Let me see if I can get further over.
Yeah, you just pick the guy's legs in the middle of your car if you can.
Mac, you and I are together.
Hey, Alec, looks like you're with me, Mac, in GT3.
Oh, James, you scratched my car.
Nah, he saw a bug on it.
I was moving over to see if you could fit in there better.
Well, John, I can get all the way over here. So if you think that being squared on the legs is
That should work, yeah.
all right, then I will try to go to the inside here.
Yeah, or just, just a hair outside of each, right? The outside leg.
Sweep the leg.
We'll see what happens.
Looks like I'm with you, Brendan.
Life should be interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea when I'm pitting. I haven't run a full stint yet. Just when my fuel runs out, hopefully at the halfway point, I guess I'll try and get into the right-hand guy.
Yeah, it's no problem. I think it'll work out.
Literally every time I've ever tried to get into the right-hand guy, it's just picked me up and put me back in the middle, though.
Yeah, that's happened to me before.
They'll move. They'll move, but you're still aligned up, and if the second driver comes in, they'll do the same thing for them.
Okay,
Are we
so as long as
good to
I
go,
do
or
go
are
to
we?
the right-hand guy, it's all good.
I think we're good to go.
Brendan, are you still trying to get into a pit?
So yeah, Matthias, we're together.
I can fit right here.
Yes,
I'll be
sir.
fine.
No problems. You guys can go if you're good. It looks like everyone's found their dance partner. We're gonna let this go to 12 minutes left. So it's a little bit of time here to hit my car. Get your setup in. You can do a couple laps. Get yourself worked in. Feel out these traffic conditions. And yeah. Get used to a big fat heavy car. Oh look, the sun's out.
Did a Ferrari get pole?
No, Daniel Kirby got the pole. We're all very, very surprised by that turn of events.
We are?
Yeah, Yeah, I mean, he was back there in, you know, in Midland.
Never saw it coming.
Suddenly he just dumped the boosters.
I just figured since it was a wet qual and now it's dry, that must have been because of Ferrari got on pole.
Yeah. I see what you did there.
I was so mad. I was up by 7/10 going into the final corner and then blew the corner.
Yeah, that track was rubbering up very quickly. Now, I do believe there are a few drivers that need to serve penalties this race, so make sure that you're aware of what needs done. And hi, John. Pull in as usual. Pull to the end of the pit lane, there by the pace car. Make sure that you're off the fast and pit lane line, and you should be all right. It is a tight pit line to get. Yeah, so if you have to serve a penalty, just like a stop and hold or stop and go, just pull in and go in behind the pace car, you know, close up to the wall there, and do what you got to do. I'm gonna go ahead and cheat.
You said about a minute more, Ross?
Yep, it hits 12.
Just enough time for Eugene to take some more Advil.
I'm good. I'm loaded.
Did you say Advair?
Advil.
Advil.
I forgot to take my Viagra.
Driving a Porsche, why do you need it?
That is why he needs it.
Viagra's my secret.
30 seconds.
Can drive with your third leg.
Yeah, you don't need to clutch this time though. Man, I'm sure no one's going to get a speeding penalty. I think we can do it. All right, guys, here we go.
So can I still exit to monitor and make changes? Because it dumped me immediately into the race.
3 minutes.
That was super weird.
I think you can exit to monitor and then press drive.
Looks like I can. I want to make sure it's actually running the right setup.
Make sure you got your setups. Oh, the track cooled down significantly.
Looks like the same. Oh, yeah.
Just I'm leaving, hanging out for a little bit, not racing. The heck, Tom? I hope you're watching. You can hear my disdain. No, it's not real. 1 minute to grid. Everyone's doing a little soul searching right now. Let's see.
Okay.
Seconds. Remember, as we
Make sure
off,
you choose the right tires.
wait for the driver in front of you to go, and then form up single file. 5 seconds.
Try not to stall it this time.
Appreciated.
Single file. As we come out of Ascari, make sure we're all nice and closed up. GTs, make sure your leader there is about 10 car lengths-ish, not too far behind, not too close. Should be good.
Yeah, Becky's got this.
Hello, this is my first time. Haha.
Yeah, just once you get out of the final corner, regardless of the length to the car in front, just try to maintain a set speed.
Yeah, will do. Then once I hit the line, go, go, go.
All right, everyone, we're closing up. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone.
Spin into scarring.
That's scary. front. But going out the beginning. Slow car on track.
Second chicane.
Stewart James spinning.
Daniel will be pitting at the end of this lap.
Mayor, I'm pitting in 1.5 laps.
Alec, I'm pitting.
Say again.
1.5 laps, about a minute, 2 minutes.
Okay.
Sorry, Jerry.
Becky pitting this lap, Brendan.
John, I'm pitting in 30 seconds.
I'm 1 lap behind you.
Exit second chicane.
John, it moved me over, I'm sorry. John, I am out of the pit.
James, I'm pitting.
All clear.
That was audible. choice.
Last one's across.
Man, I don't know, Eugene.
Well done, Becky. And the NSXs.
Thank you. I did say in one of the chats that NSX would be back for this race.
It certainly was.
Congrats to Daniel. Congrats to Vinicius, whose pace is more than Am, I'd say. But there we are. Becky and Stuart.
Well done, Jason, as well.
Where's Jason?
Jason was flying.
Yeah.
He got that all-wheel drive working. It's crazy coming out of the corners.
Good to see.
And it's starting to rain.
He's muted, but
Yeah, the rain made this such an interesting race. Holy cow.
Ruined mine.
Yeah, I got lucky and waited till the pit stop to change over to rain tires, and then the last couple of laps they were starting to die, but managed to hang in there.
Yeah, for practice with the slicks on in the hypercar, it did not act like it did in the race. It was much looser, much more out of control. And in practice, you could run those slicks right on up to about 60% of the track being wet. Not up today.
Brian and I were having a battle on the slicks in the wet.
Oh, that wasn't that was like two handicapped people trying to race.
Dude. it felt like we were playing at the local go-kart
That was a
track.
great race, Stuart.
Like
Marge. It was really nice.
Man, it was like whose walker was faster.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
I couldn't get away from you. You just stayed on my tail.
So I had to go full gamble, and I was like, going into the last stop, I was like, well, everyone pitted and is probably pitting for rains now, and I was like, I just have a gut feeling that it's gonna go dry, so I'm not gonna take tires because I was still on slicks, and my tires were only out like 84% all the way
It
around.
was certainly better for me than last week's races.
And then
that's for sure.
I took fuel, went to come out of the pits. As I pulled out of the
Still
pit
got
box,
slammed once by a
black
hypercar
screen.
when they were coming in one behind the other, and I left room for the first guy at the chicane, but the second guy had no business being there, but he was.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yeah, no,
Hypercar, they have a license to do whatever they want.
I got.
Yeah, I know. I used to drive it last year, so I know what you mean. Guilty as charged.
Yeah, Daniel, I was like, the only way I'm gonna catch Kirby is if I don't take tires and gamble. And I was like, this might pay off, but I don't know. And then as soon as I got disconnected, the rain stopped, and I was like, you got to be shitting me. And I didn't even get like connection lost. Like it just went black screen. I was like, ugh.
Damn, Ross. Another one, man.
Ross, what happened? You cut track or something? Norm, that was awesome fun, man. That was just.
I ended up with a stop and go 10-second hold because of speeding in pit lane. I slid into the across the line, didn't get the speed down fast enough. It was right after the track got wet.
I only got a drive-through for that.
Yeah, I got a 10-second stop and hold.
I came in for my
Yeah,
first.
depends how much over you are.
I had a Jerry Hamilton sitting in my pit box right in the middle.
I was 45 in the 37.
It was hilarious watching all the cars not being able to stay on track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got really slick out there.
What did you do for tires, JT? Because my crew chief was like, JT, like Tammy is on mediums when it was pouring with rain. I was like, what?
I started on mediums, then I pit after you and went on to rains.
Okay, I thought that was the case. My crew chief got completely the wrong way round. For some reason, it said, you were on wets to start with and mediums later. I don't know why it was telling me like yours specifically. It was.
Those guys don't always pay attention.
Red free.
Yeah, definitely. I was wondering for ages. I was like, at the end, I was like, do I need to keep up the pace? Has he got mediums on?
No, I did go with the drive setup though. So one wing was disastrous once the rain came.
I found with my practice yesterday, free wing is only slightly slower than one wing because it's good in the corners. So I assume with tire wear, it'll probably end up faster. So I stuck with that.
I had to go one because even with one, I'm still one of the slowest GTs in a straight line.
Oh, damn.
It's miserable.
Yeah, this is the NSX's track. Definitely. Like this was my one chance to win a race.
Plus, getting the right tire strategy.
Yeah, so worried about that.
Definitely not a BMW track.
Another
Has-
no top speed.
Yeah, it just has such a terrible gearbox. Just bad ratios.
Well, after Mosport, where I couldn't even make the NSX turn, I needed something that made me feel good.
I can't accomplish the promise I did to my team.
What was that? Dan, did you take wets on your first stop?
No, I took new slicks.
Oh, okay. So I was like, yeah, he's a little bit faster, but I was like, I'm not losing as much time on slicks,
What
and I
a-
think he's on wets, but I couldn't tell.
What a damn hell cerebral problem of Gilles.
Hey, Paul, how much fuel did you have left at the end?
I don't remember. I don't think it was that close. I think I still had like 1 or 2 laps left of fuel. How about you?
I had like 1.4 gallons left.
Okay.
Hey, Eugene, did you run wets after the pit, or did you stay on dry tires?
I did wets.
You guys were smart. I came in and changed to softs for the second stint and ended to come back in and get wets again.
Well, JT, you ready for Spa 24 this weekend? Now we got our R Factor 2 out of the way.
I was ready last weekend. The Wednesday series race there.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I was in the Ford, so buying the Ferrari and getting a feel for that, it's like, oh man, all this grip. What do I do?
Yeah, they were telling me about that. They said JT runs the Ford out of spite.
Yes.
All right, that was fun. Good night, everyone.
Yep, not all.
Later, man.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Bye. Right, I should probably head back to bed. Try and get some
Yep.
sleep before work. So thanks for the race, everyone. See you on Saturday.
Yep.
Take care, Becky.
Bye.
Later.
Bye bye.
Jerry, did you run that setup?
No, I just went with what I had for dry and just put the anti-roll bar down on the rear a couple clicks once it got wet.
Nice.
Had a awesome battle with Norm and Jason in that first stint. And then I come into the pits and Jerry Hamilton's sitting right in the middle of the box, and I'm like,
Oh.
and I think he changed tires because I sat there for about 50 seconds.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, I thought I was just trying to. I made contact with Brian at the start, and it's just me being too ballsy. I shouldn't have. We went into the S's forget the actual name for them.
Ascari.
Ascari, yes.
You can always IRR his ass.
Yeah. No, it was all on me. It was all on me. I tried to dive in the inside and then I locked the brakes up so I didn't hit him and then I just tapped him a little bit, but it didn't mess him up at all, but then that's why I spun. And I came back through and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna have to go full risk strategy here and see if it plays off and pays off. And I was like, oh, it gutted me when I got disconnected and then went and looked at the stream. And as soon as I look at the stream, everyone's windshield wipers turned off. And I was like, oh. I was like, I was gonna run slicks to the end, and I was like, I could have had a run to at least get a top 3.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate. I think the leader had passed me going into the first chicane, and then kept spinning the tires, and he ended up looping his car around. I just wanted whoever that was to know that I had nothing to do with that.
What lap was that on?
Oh, I don't remember. It was late in the race.
Yeah, that may have actually been me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I just took the lead that lap because everybody
Yeah.
pitted. And
Yeah.
then I went through there and then, yeah, that actually was me because I spun and then tried to catch it and then spun again, caught it, and then spun
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, I tried to give you plenty of room. I saw you do your
Oh,
backhand
yeah.
dancing, and
No, that one was all me. I could feel it. I just lit the rear tires up and spun the rear end around.
yeah.
It kind of got to the point where like we were able to make it with slicks in the wet for a little bit, and then that lap was when everyone pitted, and so I was like, I'll try and stay out one more, and I kind of paid the price of trying to stay out one more.
Yeah.
Ugh. Man, I just have this love-hate relationship with RF2. Like I go play other sims, I go play iRacing, and I'm like, this doesn't feel as good as RF2, and then I go play ACC, and I'm like, this doesn't feel as good. So then I come back and I run good, and then I have some bullshit happen every fucking time.
It's like real racing.
Oh, like it just sucked. Like last weekend at Mosport, running 4th. Brian and I are running decent, and then I see Mike go off into the wall, and I go, oh, I got P3, and then I go down the front stretch, and it just says disconnected. And I was like, you've got to be shitting me. And then this race, I spin, that was on me, but then I climb myself all the way back up, to fight for a podium spot. And I didn't even get disconnected, but the whole game crashed as I was pulling out of the pits. As I was pulling out of the stall, I just got black screen.
Well, I'm going to say goodnight and catch y'all on Saturday.
Sounds good.
Where's Mr. Ross?
I don't know where he is.
What happened to him? He must have got a drive-through or something.
All right. Y'all have a good evening, guys.
Yep,
Have fun.
take it easy, man.
See you, Stuart.
Ugh.
Bye, Stuart.
Alrighty, well y'all have a good one on Saturday. I won't be there. I'm gonna try and run the Spa 24 in iRacing, so yeah. Y'all have some fun. I'll watch it, so I don't get in until the night stint, but I'm gonna try and practice all throughout the day. So y'all take it easy, fun racing, and then see you guys at the next one.
See you, Alec.
See ya.
Bye. Hey, James, what were you doing back there behind me? Guess James left.
No, I'm still here. Sorry.
Oh,
I
you're
had
still
to-
there.
Yeah, I had to pick up the keyboard. I had set it down somewhere and I couldn't find it.
You need to get a bigger one.
Yeah, well, when I'm driving, I have a push to talk button. It's a pedal.
Oh,
You step on the pedal to talk, and then when I'm not, I've got to use the keyboard. And like I said, I had moved it and I had to find it. So yeah, my car just felt so dead tonight.
Yeah.
Force feedback.
Didn't look dead to me.
Force feedback just wasn't giving me any really good input, and so it was just real light to my touch, and I was just trudging on, trying to make the best of the situation.
Well, I don't know what happened with these cars, but whatever it was that I set up, I drove last year was like 2 or 3 seconds faster.
Yeah, I didn't. That's the other thing I noticed. It just felt like the car just wasn't going.
Yeah.
It seemed
something is wrong.
Yeah.
Well, I think part of it is because it rained, through practice and quali, so rubber never got built up. So
yeah, but even without the rain, Jerry, I was still the best time I could do was 150 this year in the 150s, and last year I was in the 147s.
You're driving a McLaren.
Same car, exactly the same
They have
car.
new tires.
Well,
Stephen, it's new tires because look at Stewart. He outqualified Eduardo Beninca on the soft tires in the rain.
It's the new BT and new tires.
Yeah,
he's
there's
on
no
the same
way.
tires.
And they had the same tires. So I don't know. It's tire disparity. I have no idea. I'm done speculating at this point.
Oh, well, you're far enough ahead. You got it in the bag anyways.
Well,
I don't know who's going to catch you.
Eric does, and he almost had me at the end. And
yeah,
on because he stayed on slicks the whole race. Could you stay on slicks the whole race on S397?
Did I stay on slicks?
Yeah,
I was going to, but then I changed my mind and went on wets for the
last part. And I was the same because I wouldn't be able to. And looks like SGS cars can, so I don't know.
It was a little bit too well. He might have practiced that too, so he could figure out because that's what really frustrated me with the practice servers is it was raining on and off all the time. How do you even get a baseline setup with that going on? You can't.
Yeah, it's hard.
It would rain for 10 minutes and then it would be dry for 10 minutes and then it would rain again. And it was never the same 10 minutes from server to server when it got renewed. And I have a bone to pick with Monza Radar because Monza Radar did not say there was any rain. There was no rain in the sky by the time the race started.
Yeah, it was sunny.
I mean, there wasn't even any rain areas on the map. I don't know where they're getting their weather from.
Well, it's not identical. So it gets the live weather, but then there's also a small random chance. Like
so it's not offset. It's random.
There's I don't know how it exactly works, but I read on the RF2 board that it doesn't just take the live weather. There is an element of 10-15%, or I don't know, something like that.
Oh, so it's live weather plus mystery.
Because that's how we were in that hurricane at Sebring that one year, and it didn't rain.
well, that was because George was there, wasn't it?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's George's mojo.
Yeah, there for that, for the opening 10 laps or so, we were running nose to tail, and you'd get an advantage when we had to deal with, traffic coming up behind us. And then Kelly got in between us and he gave me the elbow twice. And that dropped me back, gave me a little bit of aero damage, but
he does that sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it just totally, he just totally elbowed his way in, and then going into Parabolica, I was on the inside. He knew I was there, and he just came right across and basically drove me off the track and put me in the grass.
Well, Put an IRR in.
I didn't even put in the 2 IRRs I should have for Mosport when I just got hammered.
Well, you should. They don't learn if they don't have if there's no
Half the time
consequences.
they don't. Half the time they don't learn anyway. They just they continue
Oh, well.
to drive that way. So
Yeah, but at least they're starting behind you.
no, unfortunately, they wouldn't.
Hey, Russ.
But yeah, that was loads of fun. Trying to guess the right strategy to make it through the rain. And yeah, I drove all the way to the 30-minute mark before pitting and changing to the rain tires when I really started to slip around a little bit.
I can't remember whether you pitted a lap or 2 laps in front of me. I think it was at least a lap before me because I saw you go in and then because I had that little off.
Yeah,
you got ahead of me. And then I saw you go in the pits and I went around again and I never saw you after that.
Well, yeah, like I said, I screwed myself. I couldn't get it woed down, and I entered the pit at 45, and I was cussing all the way to the box because I knew I'd have a drive-through, and it turned out to be a 10-second stop and hold. That
happened to me. That happened to me at Mosport.
And then I was so afraid that I was going to get when I was really pushing it, running the softs when it was wet, and I went bouncing over a couple of curbs and I ended up with 2 cuts, but I was able to rein it back in and no more cuts for the rest of the race. I was afraid I'd end up with another drive-through or a stop and go.
Yeah, when I had my stop and go in Mosport, I came in for the stop and go, and JT was sharing the pit with me, and he was in the pit, and the timer wouldn't start when I slotted in beside him.
Oh man, that would suck.
Now it was only like a second or so before he left, but as soon as he left, it started to go. And I've never seen it do that before.
Yeah.
Anyways, well, I understand Ross we're all gonna have the same tire. We're not gonna have S397 tires anymore next year. That's what I heard. It's the rumor I heard.
Well, I don't care as long as we're all on the same tire.
Yeah, well, we're not right at the moment, but I think they're planning to have the same tire for SGS GT next year. But who knows how true rumors can be.
Yeah, it may be intent, but it doesn't work out. Who knows? Doesn't matter. I'll drive what I drive. And
well, you start the race to do your best, race the track.
Yeah, absolutely.
Race your class and don't worry about the other guys. I forgot to put my crew chief on, so I didn't have anybody telling me what was going on.
I did that the other day, and I realized when I closed everything out, I realized I had crew chief R Factor 2 running when I was racing an R Factor. Going, no wonder they were quiet.
Well, I turned them on in the pit stop. I came in and woke them up and got rid of their ice cream. Can't remember. Do you race on Saturday?
No, I didn't. I was so pissed off after the results of Thursday's race. I couldn't bring myself to race Saturday.
Oh, okay.
No, and after spending so much time with the replay, just reviewing it and pulling the incidents and reviewing them. The incident that wrecked me out of P4 in class, that was Lanny, who he had issues early, like a minute before that happened. And he started there was all that congestion on turn 3, and he was pulling away. He spun his tires, and his back end swung around, tapped me, and just spun me. And that's what wrecked me and dropped me from P4 all the way to the end. And then Johnny Gutierrez, who was running P1 in GT, going into that right-hander at the end of Andretti Straight, he didn't turn into me, but you know how it has that little right-hand kink? He continued to go straight. He was on my right. And he just ended up pushing me off the track in the grass. And I ended
That
up
was that.
Yeah,
That was
that's
at
when I.
Mosport?
That's when I said that was intentional.
Oh, because he ran into me in corner 4 at Mosport on Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah, he just
He just drove right into the side of me.
Yeah, and in the replay, it almost looks like he had slowed down to pace me to prevent me from turning in, and just kept me out there because I was still in 6th gear going full out, and he had already downshifted to 5th and was running about 3/4 throttle.
And what car was he running? Was he in a GT?
Yeah, he was in a GT as well, but he, running GT Pro.
I don't even, those guys are just out there. I don't even bother with them.
Well, I didn't either. I mean, I gave him the corner.
Yeah.
And he didn't complete the pass. He just stayed there and then ended up forced me in the grass, and which led me backing into the wall and killed my engine.
Well, I would IRR that, because yeah, you know what? They might never learn, and yeah, they may start ahead of you, but they still got to make that stop and go or the drive through.
Yeah, but that was even after being wrecked out of Class P4, I was like, okay, no problem. I'll get it back. I'll run everybody down again. And I started to close in, but that just took me out of the race.
That's unfortunate.
I discoed, came back to see if I could get the car to start. It still wouldn't start. The engine was dead.
That's not good. Anyways, do you run 1998?
What's 1998?
Oh, the other.
No, I don't do the 98.
Okay. Well, then we'll see you next time at 2003 on Thursday.
Absolutely. Have a good night, everybody. Cheers. Thanks for the racing.
Good night, James. Good night, everybody else. I don't know if there's anybody else here. Nope, everybody else left.
James left.
Oh, you're still here, Felipe?
Yeah.
Well, you're very quiet. Just because Ross said we were too noisy before the race, that doesn't mean you have to be quiet.
Me? My microphone are open.
I'm kidding. Before the race, when he first started the server up, there was nobody there, and everybody that was there wasn't saying anything. So he was complaining we were too quiet.
Where is Ross? He here, but he quiet too.
He's probably not here at the moment. Anyways, I have to go.
Okay.
See you later.
See you later.